behind this. I want to hear the story behind this cat picture, this rainbow unicorn cat butterfly thing that you put in chat today. Is there a story behind that?
Kind of.
Not questions.
Like a great one.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hear it.
Okay. So, I think it's 9 years old at this point. I can't even remember what game we were playing at that time. But, when I worked in a high school, I had a lot of downtime and would create random monsters as challenges. If friends would be like, hey, make a monster off this picture. Someone sent me a picture of a rainbow painted cat for, I guess, photoshopped. Of course, they didn't actually paint a cat. That'd be horrifying. But a rainbow cat with butterfly wings and a unicorn horn and sparkles. So I decided to make a chaotic good outsider that was aligned with the goddess Desna. And that was where the Fabuttercorn came from, which is a feline butterfly unicorn. And it's magical and gorgeous and amazing. And it finds lost children in the woods and leads them to safety, because that's what good deities send their little outsiders to do.
Okay. I'm trying to find it while you're talking. I want to put this in the chat. Can you put this at least in the Mummy's Mask chat so the guys can react as opposed to like the audience?
Yeah.
It is something.
I thought I did put it in the Mummy's Mask chat.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it is a first edition creature I made that was literally
the link is broken.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll copy and paste it then, because jerk.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Pathfinder's First Edition Mummy's Mask. We are in Book 1, and I don't want to date this, but we've been playing this particular adventure since, we started this 7 years ago, and cast it, and uncast it, and recast it, and tried it, and we finally got it going and put it down, and then restarted it about 4 or 5 years ago. And here we are, back with new blood, new cast, and some more cameos coming. Gentlemen, when last we left our heroes, if you don't remember, we had a little bit of a tussle with undead. Rodeek didn't know it was cool these days, but the cool kids controlled undead as opposed to smiting them. And he was taking down Canos's toys, or taking them away. But hey, we all survived. Our rogue got a little separated from the party and found to use his new abilities to come swinging back in for some final action kill. And now you guys stand in the main foyer and have managed to put the dead to rest, which Canos, our oracle, assures us is enough to dispel or put the haunt that is in this area also to rest. And studying the hieroglyphic symbols on the columns in the four corners and on the tiles on the floor, it is a rich way of showing off, of saying, welcome. That's right. We don't have a welcome mat. They have an entire welcome rug, which is a mosaic foyer.
As I'm doing a rubbing of one of the sides, says live, laugh, love. What?
How'd that work out for them? Not so great.
Too soon.
So, what do you guys want to do now?
I mean, I want to have a nice little discussion with Rodeek about investments and how we invested time and resources into getting that undead on our side. I feel as a Abadar, he understands investments.
It's not a big deal. They're tools.
It's a small investment. That's all.
It is literally not a deal at all.
If I was a follower, or at least gave Pharasma lip service, and he looks over at our rogue, who believes his hand was gifted to him from the goddess himself, I would be offended that you would try to prolong the unlife of these abominations. However, you have a valid point, and since possibly turning one against another saved actual lives in this case, I will not dispute, and I choose not to take offense.
I believe the common aphorism.
Comment. I do the whole pull your thumb off thing, but I actually pull my thumb off and then put it back on.
No, if you would,
this is not a gift from the gods.
Anyway,
not any of the good ones.
The way you wish to proceed, I think you're unaware that the Abadar banking day starts at 3 a.m. And by my calendar, he's got the sundial on the wrist. He says, my time is almost up here. I am happy to escort you back to the gates, or make my way back on my own if you wish. But the trial period is over. Now, we have your credit card number, and if you wish to continue your trial, we have a special 3-month offer with a low price for my or some other Abadarian service. But until then...
Oh, my God.
Oh, are you the soldiers of Winrar?
If he had removed disease, he'd be Norton antivirus.
I know.
Oh, God.
You like that,
The
is
trial is expired. Please feel free to donate.
That's right.
Can we reinstall this paladin so we can extend our free trial?
AOL it. Got a new disc in the mail. Time to bring our paladin back in.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, thank you for your service. Kindly.
Anyway, he's leaving. If you want to escort back to the gates, come with him. If not, he thinks he can make his way on his own, unscathed.
Wow. Comes in here, breaks our stuff, and then just leaves. Remind me to lessen my annual donations to the Church of Abadar.
I get it. Ish. I'm fine either way. What do you guys want to do? You want to stay here a little bit longer? You want to head back with him to the gate?
We should probably find another fourth.
I mean, you guys want to.
It's true. Although we had very little issue with that last encounter. Not to say that I was involved in any way, shape, or form. I was busy gallivanting along the rooftops.
And that's fair. With undead, I'm not too worried about it, but...
Perhaps
remember that sand creature?
Perhaps we can finish looking at the rest of this floor and then go back. At least I will feel like we've made some progress.
Alright. Let's just make sure these doors are open, though. In case we need to run.
Sounds good to me.
Have a safe valor.
Have a safe trip back, man.
He's already gone.
Yeah, he left.
He's gone.
I wasn't saying that stuff to his face. I'm not an idiot.
Lawful good, more like lawful douche.
I think lawful neutral.
Paladin, though.
Is that a alignment LD? Lawful douche?
Should be.
Yeah.
Look, if you ask the paladin,
whole lawful category is, I have yet to meet any character from that alignment that makes me go, yeah, I really dig that guy.
I mean, what is Jean-Luc Picard but lawful good?
Chaotic good, 100%. How often?
God, see, that's Kirk. That's Kirk.
No, how often did he defy the Prime Directive?
Yeah, but for the greater good.
Right.
Lawful
that's
good is
chaotic as it gets.
It's not. That's not just about following the laws. Lawful good is about following a moral code.
Dude,
Yeah,
dude is you're talking about paladins and me and my alignment. He's sneezing his head off all the way back.
Poor guy.
I know, eh?
All right.
Whatever. Neutral good's the best good anyway.
Oh, I
He's
think
the only
neutral.
good.
So, yeah, I'll start walking towards the room to the east. To the
Okay.
right of the entrance.
A large
Say that-
tiled... What?
Go ahead.
A large tiled pool sits in the center of this chamber, surrounded by sloping tiled floors. A few steps descend into a basin, which has accumulated a deep layer of sand at the bottom. Faded murals on the walls depict scenes of life along the river, with reoccurring themes of running water and aquatic life running through the artwork. In the northeast corner, a tarnished bronze spigot juts from the wall just above at head level. Archways lead north and west. A stone store stands in the western wall.
Eastern wall.
Eastern wall. It looks like we found the bathroom, and it's a nice bathing area, like a big, 10 by 15 tub, sit in, soak.
I will have a look at the spigot.
Okay.
I'll start moving around the west edge to the north edge of the pool to go check out the next room.
This feels like at some point it was very hygienic and then not hygienic at all, and then became hygienic again.
Well, I will trust your expertise on that one, my friend.
Thank you.
But I can tell you this. A sandbath is much more fun than it sounds.
I'm not a chinchilla.
The spigot down here on the wall has two knobs mounted into the wall, and the whole thing is like on a faceplate.
Schmancy.
Okay.
Followers of Bride be over here being like, oh yeah, show me that indoor plumbing.
I wonder what this does. And I will turn one of the knobs.
Okay. Water immediately erupts from the spout.
Really?
Yes.
Clean water?
Yes.
Whoa. That's impressive.
Oh my goodness. And you said it's mounted to the wall, or it's on a plaque that's hanging on the wall?
It's mounted into the wall.
Okay. I wonder if it's magical. It's like a magic item that has like create water attached to it.
I'll turn around and start casting Detect Magic.
Actually, meanwhile, Canas wandered into the next room.
Oh.
To the doorway of the next room.
Okay. There's a stone privy built into one wall of this tiny room, and a stone table basin stands against the other wall. A large mirror once hung here, but it looks like it was shattered ages ago. The floor is covered with broken glass and what appears to be dead scarab beetles.
Nope.
That's that's not the cool part, Canas. A headless corpse sits upright on the privy.
Elvis, is that you?
Oh.
Can I have a healing check?
He's dead, Jim.
I know, but it'll actually talk. He can use healing checks at first.
I know
for cause of
purposes.
Cause of death.
11.
He's dead.
Kind of, but is he undead?
Unfortunately for you, no.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah. Broken glass, dead scarabs, and a headless dude. I'm not stepping in there.
All right.
So
oh my goodness, you hear from behind you, and water's jutting out of the wall, catching you back up in time. Dr. Zhivargo. I mean, Zandu.
Really?
Sorry.
Zhivargo.
I was waiting for that one. I was hoping to fire it right over his head. I didn't think he'd catch that. He'd just start talking.
Oh yes, no, I've never heard of Dr. Zhivago. I, who used to do film podcasting.
Okay, just was hoping to get it in there. Would have been worth it if I could get one over your head. Anyway,
freezing.
Dr. Vioric. Vioric. Mr. Zandu.
Yes.
Vex is freaking out a panel on the wall. You immediately, 10 feet away, start theorizing about magic. You want to go over and examine? Canas comes back in the room and starts offering to cast Detect Magic. What do you guys want to do?
I'm just fascinated watching this tub fill up with water. I'm assuming it's filling at this point.
It's making mud. The basin's full of sand. But it is slowly getting muddier.
I feel like I want to strip down to my skivvies and wrestle someone.
We should probably turn that off, at least for now.
But how are we going to clean this place and make it hygienic?
We don't need to clean this place. We're literally looting it.
Yeah, you
So
guys have a day pass to loot the place, not own it. You don't own this place. This is
this whole damn town one day.
I know. It's coming for you, Ruby Prince. On this home down. Bryce is right.
Parisian. You let one in, they come and think they own the place.
I'm going to slowly just turn.
Oh, did I say that out loud? I am so sorry, my friend. I meant no offense.
But he's not necessarily wrong.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to say it. We're right here.
I mean, I don't disagree, but
Then he looks back at Canas. All right.
What am I, Scarnsy?
You're surrounded. Do you have uncanny dodge? Because you're surrounded, little man.
I keyed. So I'll reach up and I'll turn it off.
Okay.
The convenience of this. In my hometown, we used to have to walk miles to access one dirty puddle.
And we were happy to get it. Luxury.
And the lineup was very long.
By the time it was my turn, it wasn't a puddle anymore. Someone had made a fresh puddle. Sorry.
Listen here, Granddad. Shared one boot between 4 people walking to school, and you were happy for it.
That's right. That's a new one, I gotta say, though, dude. That's good.
I do
we were happy to
detect magic towards the spigot.
Thank God. All right. Yes, it's magical. It's a magic spigot. It casts ID. Do you have Identify?
It is a spellcraft check to identify magical items.
Okay. Come on over here and have a look at this thing.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Can't really tell squinting at 20 feet away.
That says you.
Who
are you? The
I don't know,
GM?
man. Maybe not so much with that roll. Good roll.
Yeah, spellcraft 18. It is a simple device that creates water and has 2 functioning knobs, one for hot, one for cold.
That doesn't sound like a very simple device in this day and age.
Can it be removed?
You want to just pry it out of the wall?
Yeah. I mean,
Go
of
to it.
course.
You guys got any masonry tools or anything? You just chip away?
I have acid.
Okay. So you guys want to spend the proverbial hour or so knocking a hole in this wall and removing the magical spigot?
I mean, maybe we should make sure the rest of this floor is safe first. But yes.
Okay.
I think it is.
Don't worry. You'll make enough noise to attract anything from the entire compound. And you guys start removing
that's why I
it.
want to make sure.
Okay.
Then I guess I'll go over and check the door on the east wall.
Okay.
What'd you
Rodeek
find
comes
up
back.
here?
Zandu? Yeah. Zandu finds a headless corpse on the shitter. Rodeek pops his head back in. Hello, are you still here? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank Abadar, I found you.
Oh,
Please,
sorry. Did I forget to cancel the subscription?
No. Aces, please. These men need help. I have already rendered my healing abilities for the day for a small fee, of course. And when they regain consciousness, I'm sure they'll abide by my charge. But please, you must help.
Oh,
Come with me.
I'll come help before I manhandle a corpse.
Yep.
Okay.
I will follow as well.
Okay. Not far. Out in the street. Which means it's a different map.
Out in the streets. Out in the daytime. On the dark side of town.
Keep going.
We gotta walk down to on the dead avenue.
The other avenue.
And go and save some strangers.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's not bad. That works pretty good.
Out in the streets.
Canas, are you coming?
It's funny.
He just looks at Dr. Zandu. Parisians.
Yeah, I know. Screw us, right?
Out in the sands there are violence and a lot of work to be done. Everybody, I know this one. No?
No.
No. Nobody knows this song? Well, you guys are foreigners, so, you know.
Whoa. That's just because we have the belt that makes us rock.
It's such a good song. Highly recommend it.
Out of towners, right? So Rodeek leads us to a part of town that's knocked down. And do you remember the well where you guys found the Sacred Fist of Sekhmet fighting off those bug creatures?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But he wouldn't leave. He was determined to search the area for a party member.
Is he back there? Is he still doing it?
No, he's not still fighting, but Rodeek leads you to the same man. You believe his name was Welaf. And Rodeek tells you that he found both men like practically bleeding out and wounded very, very badly. From what he could surmise, he found one trying to share his own healing power between himself and his comrade. He went over and tried to help, like doing the lay on hands bit. But for some reason, although he healed him a little bit and eased his suffering, he can't seem to completely close the wound. Both men are human, I believe. Welaf, welcome to the show, Joe Gibson.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, people are like, what's with Joe on the well, man? He was like there for half an episode, and then he leave. What kind of cameo was that? Well, he was, a delayed cameo.
It was an amazing episode.
It wasn't really, because I was in it. Would you re-describe Welaf for me, please?
Sure. Just give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
While I find my description as I try to remember. Yes, so a average height male with lovely little silver hair, blue eyes. Usually face is covered because there's a big tattoo / birthmark that covers half his face. If it's exposed, then you see multiple, it looks like maybe daggers or swords is the tattoo. 7 of them. But yeah, typical monk gowns, sandals, the typical thing. And that's it.
Well.
Now, Zandu and I don't think even... Well, Kanos might remember this guy, because I'm pretty sure Vex was with Kanos when we ran into this dude.
Yeah, I was there.
Zandu, you don't know him. He was before your party time, as it were.
Sure.
Oh my goodness, that is my good friend Welaf.
Yeah. He owes me money.
Yeah.
Welaf is near the well?
Yeah.
You guys not get that?
We already made
Thank
the
you.
joke during the first episode.
Thank you. I've been waiting 3 fucking years for that.
Is he not well AF because he's near a well?
Oh, nice. I get it.
I barely got Gibson come back. Don't scare him off.
Can we push the doctor down the well?
Please, can you offer them any assistance?
Of course. I actually went to school for this.
Pulls out a bottle of acid, smashes it.
I cleaned the wound first.
Yeah. He gives him
This stuff's
acid. Put this little tab on your tongue. The 70s will never leave you.
Look, all of my bombs are basically like concentrated bleach, okay?
Pretty bleach.
All right. So I have some actual just potions of Cure Light Wounds, and I will be offering 2 of each to the party, to them if they need the healing for it. So boop, 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 boop.
I want to do a heal check first.
Nah. Why would I do that? Yeah, I'll do a heal check first to see if there's like some sort of weirdness going on. Do I need to drop it in the tower, Jeff?
Yes, please.
one thing I absolutely adore about the Shurjan Alchemist in Pathfinder 2nd Edition is the ability to use your craft alchemy instead of your actual medicine skill or medical checks. Heal being attached to wisdom sucks.
He has, it's not a curse so much as like a nasty infection. So he was wounded like 24 to 48 hours ago and staunched the wound and like held up in here and just lost too much blood or too weak to carry on. Strong guy, he's still alive, but he's pale as hell, really weak. Paladin gives him the old heal, like closes the wound or whatever, but that doesn't replace blood loss. That doesn't, help with the infection. He needs like, like medical treatment or some kind of, stim kind of thing.
Well, I'm like, well, we need to get him somewhere safer and cleaner so I can treat his wounds and treat his infection, because he's sick.
Okay.
So yeah,
we can take him to the vault of Abadar. We have clean
charges for
keen
that?
bleeds and me nothing. Them probably an arm and a leg. But come on, it's the man's life.
That's
Anyway,
fair.
you can't help but notice that Rodeek seems so much more inclined because both men seem human, and they seem maybe not Osirion, but definitely from the desert region, right? And the Abadarans want to protect the locals. We may not be so heart bleeding to some outsider. Now you get some paladin or some warrior or some mage dripping in gold rings, and the Abadar guy's like, we must save him, because obviously he's rich, right? But these guys don't look wealthy, but they look like local boys.
Doctor, honey.
Okay. A doctor. He's a doctor. Welaf is weak, but can stand, can speak, and can make it kind of on his own speed, but he's in no condition to carry or drag his friend. Hence the need for us. So, with Welaf's permission, the men and some new men that found you by the well and helped you fight off the bug, the dwarf is missing, the woman is missing, 2 new Varisians, a couple out-of-towners are with the young rogue, offer you aid, and a paladin of Abadar has already come to your aid and, kept you and your friend alive. You were ambushed. Critters you can sense he'd fight off, but when a bunch of bandits use dirty tricks and you like snipe and attrition, plus you're trying to protect your guy that you just found, it's almost like they knew he was there and figured they would wait and lie in wait that somebody would come to help them and make themselves vulnerable, and then they attacked you. Took, like whatever meager supplies you guys had and ran off, just let you to the crows. Or in this case, the scorpions.
The scorpions.
Anyway, would you protest that people that you barely know and don't know are manhandling your buddy and dragging you out of here? They claim they're going to take you somewhere safe for a small fee.
Yeah. I do recall Vex.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as he says it's all good, it's all good.
What do you say there, Vex?
Oh, he says nothing? It's on.
He's like my best friend. We must help them. And any friend of Welaf is a friend of Vex's.
He says it's on. This foot just comes up from the dirt.
I'm going to try and help pick up and just be like,
yeah. Rodeek will help with the other man. Welcome to the show, Andrew Malberg, a classic staple of all of our Monday night shows, and someone I've personally asked to join this show. Not overly familiar with first edition, but a damn good tactician, player, and spellcaster. Would you describe your character for us tonight, Mr. Drew?
Oh, man. Still in the works, but... Yeah,
that's why I made you half dead. We don't need everything from you. Just give us a bit. Just give us a taste.
Yeah, so you're looking at a human ranger. He would be 2 weapon fighting with slightly tan skin, but kind of mostly covered, not able to see a lot, keeping the sun away from him, kind of thing.
Okay.
So you don't know about any scars or tattoos or anything like that.
As the Aloka, are you Osirion or or a Catapesh or anything from the region, or?
Yes, from the region.
Okay. Information Drew has given you guys, you can tell from like 2 empty ring scabbard that would hold light weapons that are not blades because it's the ring loop, that type of thing. They haven't bothered like taking his belt and his pants kind of thing. They just grabbed anything of value, weapons, money. They have a half dead but still half alive crazy man of Sekhmet putting the boots to them, so they just grabbed what they could and got out of there. You are in a fevered state, young man, and maybe it's time for you to send and take your place with the gods. You are exploring in a necropolis, 1/3 city from a 1,200-year-old magical play that's been walled up and now reopened by the Ruby Pharaoh, and everyone's going, have at it. What could possibly go wrong? I'm curious, being a local, do you acknowledge the new gods as well as the old gods? Are you pro-new, pro-old, or don't care? Or, because religious standing is just something that's sort of on everyone's mind or lips. They don't hold it against you, but everyone sort of has a faction or a side or a favorite. Luckily, the new gods and the old gods seem to respect each other, but you do know that a lot of people that worship the old gods, like your friend Welaf here, a little kind of disgruntled that the new gods kind of like came in and have brainwashed a bunch of your people, and
Yeah, I've learned to deal with all gods. You don't want any enemies in this harsh environment.
Okay. So no bad lipping anybody that worships them, no bad lipping the gods themselves. Open policy book. Okay, cool. You're lifting, you're floating, you're heading towards the heavens. No, the heavens have hands. Okay, watch it. That's that's not a handhold. The scene changes hours later as we schlep this poor guy to the priests of Abadar, who immediately ask if you have insurance. Welaf?
No.
Put it on the tab.
Diplomacy. Does anyone have money or any sort of, because
I have an
segment?
account.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Charge it to me and I will open up a line of credit. I don't know. I'm trying to speak their language.
Didn't you deposit money? Did you guys open an account?
I did deposit money.
If you help heal them, they will be able to join us, and we will be able to bring back riches and deposit them here or sell them in the market.
I'll tell them that I'll give their Rent a Paladin service a rave review on Desert Yelp.
Natural 20 for a 28 on diplomacy.
It's
Spoken like a true Pharasmite, control the flow and pro-pharaoh, but okay. And Vex, you put yours in the tower.
I did.
Yeah. Guess what's opposite of Canas's natural 20?
You know what? I'm going to try diplomacy too, and if I roll a 10, I'm going to laugh so hard. I'm going to do it in the tower, though.
Well, that's what Vex got, but, natural one. Okay. Halfway. Not bad.
It was nice.
It was 15, yeah. I got 10, 15, and 28.
Okay.
Not so much that you guys are willing to do this, they believe you, is that Rodeek, you treated him fairly. You didn't bitch too much that he bailed, and that you guys came running when Rodeek asked. He stands by you. Not his credit, but his word is good enough with these people that they believe you. Does that make sense? Your good deeds and your good, like the roles are great, but
if this were a Telltale game, Rodeek remembered what we did for him.
Yeah. And so, just out of curiosity, does anyone actually have gold to pay for some 24 or 48 health care to see if the poor guy, they take him and they come out to you.
Spend it all to fix my decks, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I have some gold. I have about a little under 50 gold.
Okay.
We have 100 in the shared account, and I have 33 on myself.
Okay.
Or on my person.
I forgot about the shared money.
Yeah. Let's talk about cure disease.
Oh, why?
I mean, I can assist with disease removal. We just need a safe and clean place to put them.
Sure.
But
So
let's
you
talk
guys are
about
you guys are basically renting the hospital bed, and you
is
guys
that
can
cheaper
carry.
than actual remove disease.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. The 3rd level spell, man. That'd be like be a lot of money. It'd be a lot, yeah. Anyway, like I said, between Rodeek and you guys being so charming, Vex's pitch kind of pissing them off, and then Canas slips in here with basic cost to number.
It was offered as a
Yeah.
backhanded slight, anyways. So
Yeah.
And then again,
like-
literal
yeah.
pale hand just over Vex's mouth as I start talking. Ignore him.
So it only takes about 10 minutes to treat a disease. And the DC is whatever the save DC of the disease was.
Okay. What's your fortitude bonus there, dying man?
+2.
Okay. So, odds are, if you rolled a 10, got 12, it'd be a 50-50. This is like an unfortunate thing. So I'd actually say that the disease is fairly common. The DC is not really high. He only has a +2, so guess what? Unfortunately, fate caught up with him. So give me your healing. We have the time. We have the bed. You guys have some downtime.
Can I take 10? Oh, no, because it takes 10 minutes, and it would take longer to do this. So, no, I'll just roll.
Yeah. Okay. You do what you can. You go through the standard Varisian medicine, right? But you don't know what you're dealing with. Like, the symptoms don't add up. He's got symptoms from 2 different diseases in Frisia, which means he might have something completely different. You know what I mean? Like, if you treat the measles and he's got polio, you're doing nothing for the guy.
I'm just going to throw my hands up. It's school fever. Sorry. No,
However,
I'll do what I can.
You don't have to buy healing spells, but you can buy healing services. If you can't provide them through the doctor for free, you guys can just pay for medical care. You know what I mean? They'll do the exact same thing Xandu did. They'll diagnose them, they'll care them, and they'll look after them for a day or 2 and get them back, patch them up the old skill way. And it's the service. It's way cheaper than just like, come out here with your most powerful caster and get him back out there. Right. Can I lease this car? Can I lease this warrior? No, it's too expensive. I'll just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be a little salty that I couldn't treat it, but
Oh, I know.
that's just me.
That's don't worry. Aiden, can you find me the wiki and a basic? It's got to be bed care, healing care, basic services without spellcasting.
Doctor, 1 gold per day. Doctor's person skilled in non-magical healing and medicine. 3rd
There you
level
go.
expert with 3 ranks in heals. Skill focus heal feet.
Okay.
Ranks in other valuable skills such as knowledge nature and
Okay.
knowledge religion.
All right. Roll me a D12. Drew. Drew, give me a D12. You're the guy trying to recover from this, yeah. You could bounce back in a day. You could take over a week.
Well, that's a good first roll with a 1.
Hey.
Wow, those are some doctors, right? They buy the golden package. You guys, please cough up your 1 gold piece, and he's makes a recovery, not a full recovery, but enough that they he doesn't need to be here in a bed. You can take him home, that kind of thing. Well, on his way.
I paid the gold personally.
Okay. Take that off. And now you guys went home trying to fill your numbers or whatever. Okay. Welaf just needs rest. The old hit points back per day rest, the old self-heal thing. And he's got his own spells. So I don't think you guys need to throw out money for good old Welaf. He just needs time. So
And if we're taking a day to heal, I can spend spell slots on that.
I also have an extra extract of Cure Light Wounds I can use on someone.
okay. Should we top the party up? Okay.
Injured.
It's really just 1 point to you. You guys were pretty good after that fight was pretty
I'm good.
straightforward. Those things didn't really hit you.
Yeah.
We did pretty good.
So just to clarify, fusing with my Eidolon, there's no time limit on that.
Correct.
Okay.
Now
So
there are some notes to make. If you fall unconscious, it unsummons, and you can't heal it. The only way it can heal is to be unsummoned and resummoned.
Oh, there's a spell.
There is, but even then, it's iffy if it works on your Eidolon, because your Eidolon doesn't have its actual hit points. It has temporary hit points that it grants you. So it's really more of a GM call if heal Eidolon can technically heal Eidolon's temporary hit points. Because it's weird. Because Synthesis never got never got
and
errata.
I think that's why I probably didn't take the spell.
Yeah.
Because it's available to you right off the bat, and it's like, why wouldn't you take the ability to heal your pet, essentially?
Yeah,
but
and it's a D10. It's pretty solid.
I think I read it, and I was like, the wording on this basically tells me that's a useless spell for me.
I think if you if you unsummon it and then resummon it later, it's full on hit points.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see, again, Synthesis is so weird, and they never updated the rules on it. People begged for
But
them
I just
to give
wanted
us,
to make sure that I was still in that form, because it would have been really difficult for me to carry him otherwise,
fair.
or help.
Lisa Smith. How bland is that name? Lisa Smith 324 says, "Hello, pal. I saw your videos, and it looks like you're new to Kick." This is coming in from a service that I just joined. Instead of Twitch, we also stream live to Kick. It's a brand new one.
Nice.
Yeah. And streaming frequently without having affiliated yet. I have a suggestion for you. I will promote your stream to a Kick community so that you can get 1,000 followers and make at least $1,000 every time you stream, and encourage additional people to subscribe. We can talk more about this by contacting me on Discord. Perfect1671 is her name. Lisa Smith 324. I think we should jump at this. I think right now.
This just sounds like a golden opportunity.
It's always the opening thing when they say something weird like, "Hey, pal," or "Hello, fellow," or, they just, it never.
Nice and professional back.
Hey, buddy, guy.
60 years ago.
I'm neurodivergent with anxiety, and I catch that's weird.
A run-on sentence that just has nothing but commas in it. Well, that's the way I do speak and type, but still, I'm pretty sus,
You're also not professionally reaching out to
They're
these
just
people.
coming at you speaking your language, Jeff.
Do you remember how I was bragging about some of the whispers we were getting on Twitch, where people are like, "Oh, I like your stream," and right? Mm-hmm. And I was all happy and I reported them because I want the fans to know that we notice and reach back out. Then a couple days go by, and I get another, "Hey, looks good," right? And then finally the pitches start rolling in through these whispers. "So I could promote your thing." And, "Oh, really?" I love leading them on.
It's very much LinkedIn.
Yeah. And then I tell them how they could scam better. Like, okay, don't say this, don't say that.
Don't help them.
But better not. Like, I'm sorry. It's too easy. It's just too.
You're the guy that would actively be training Skynet to overthrow us, wouldn't you?
Do you really want to take over a military base when you could just take over a utility and kill all the humans through water deprivation or something? I mean, really. Anyway.
Here, Skynet. Watch this movie called The Matrix. Just use this as batteries. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just roll over. Just keep us in that gray 20th century depression / on the verge of discovering everything. Anyway, you guys have some downtime. You guys may or may not owe some money at the tavern you're staying, and we get good old Welaf on his feet. Welaf.
Yes. Yes, sir.
What is this guy to you? Who is this guy? They want to know. We want to know.
Everybody wants to know who he is.
Yeah. I know. Ask the player, right? Why am I putting you on the spot?
That's right.
What's he to you? Is he your latest convert of Sekhmet? He's pretty open-minded towards all the gods. I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like everybody, except for that one old guy that we had to deal with way back when. Frank's character.
The Phrasmite?
Yeah.
He was a peach.
I know, but he was devoted to his god, which is wrong.
I thought you took
of crap.
I thought you took offense that he was trying to take like rubbings of your tattoo because you're part of the old world and old gods.
No.
And get off me, man.
No, because you can't convert somebody like that. Somebody who's open-minded, a little easier.
Okay. I'm assuming just like these guys, you ended up in a random party with random people and learned to trust each other through battle. And I'm curious, any of the tenets of Sekhmet, the goddess of war and destruction, is there any valor, honor, don't leave one behind kind of thing? Or is this guy some kind of tornado kick-ass of death that you just can't do without him by your side? I'm just curious.
A life debt.
Oh, okay. Saved your life and you can't have that.
Yeah.
If you die, Sekhmet will not accept you because you haven't got to your killbot count or whatever it is.
Yep.
Okay. Just curious, like from Welaf's perspective before we put Drew on the spot. Drew.
Yes.
You wake up. I notice you don't have a name. Does that mean your character has amnesia?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to spoil it, I suppose.
No, it's fine. Do you wake up just yelling, Skynet? Where was I? Okay. Plumbing, it's going to be big. What? Okay, sorry.
Welaf. Where is Welaf?
A clean room, a cleric or priest with too many gold rings, kind of pasty, does not look like the outdoors type. Doesn't speak to you, just gives you the hands that like rest kind of notion, runs off, and you hear him yelling up the hallway to a higher priest, and they come and they say that you're awake, and these guys come and they explain to you that you had been afflicted by one of the rampant diseases that flare up every season. You succumbed to it, and your comrades brought you here, and they paid for your bed rest and for our physicians to get you back up on your feet. They found you 48 hours ago. One of your companions said that you had laid in the necropolis for a couple days and were at death's door. If not for our paladin of Rodeek, hello, big guy with big teeth comes in with a vase of flowers. How are you doing, my friend? Puts down the flowers. They paid up front.
Charge you for those flowers.
Shut up. Of course I am. Turns the sale tag to face the wall. Anyway, how are you feeling, my friend?
Got him from the dollar store.
Shut up. Two guys come and visit you. You don't recognize either of them. One's a pasty Varisian talking outside of his mouth, and the other is a paladin of Abadar. That's right, Joe. You hackle me too many times, I'll make your character appear beside me.
It cost you 5 copper, and you're going to charge him a gold?
I'm not charging him. That's right. It's a write-off. It's not going to him. Anyway, how are you doing, my friend? Let the man speak.
I've been better. Where is my companion? Welaf.
We're all back at the tavern. If you're ready to go, we can hoof it back that way. You think you can walk, sleep in a bed that's not going to cost you extremely large amounts of money per day?
They don't charge that much. Paladin's all offensive.
I can make it do. Are you friends with Welaf?
I mean, we just met. We've been chatting. He's a lovely dinner conversationalist, quite a bit of a raconteur. So, I would say we've gotten to know each other fairly well. Yeah.
Are we talking about the same person?
We are not. I'm just trying to be friendly.
It is our understanding that our companion, Vex Vendel, is a former friend or companion of your companion, Welaf of Sekhmet.
We're like cousin friends. Like third friends twice removed kind of thing.
Cousins, how does that work?
Well, they're friends and we're friends of friends. So it's like a second generation of friends.
The scene pulls back as he's explaining this, and then moves over the city, and the sun moves and comes down, and you're sitting at a table with Welaf, everybody. But no, yeah, Xandu's still going on with Rodeek. He's got this chart trying to explain family tree.
When two friends are really good friends, and then they make other friends, even if they only those first two friends adventure together like twice, maybe for like 10 minutes at a time. But if they make friends, then we're like cousin friends.
That's how babies are made.
That's not how babies are made. I learned that in school. More than one way. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys have been here a while.
This fermented milk is intense, you guys.
Rodeek. I've been drinking too. Rodeek pays for the round, and this is the way of giving his god's blessing by paying for a round of a meal or drinks or whatever. It's, according to him, Abadar's dogma of investing in your good fortune. But I must return to my duties. It is good to see that you are all well, up again, and if you ever need me, for the economy! And he skeets out of there, leaving one person, Vex Vandal, who kind of knows everybody through association and is left to sort out.
You know, maybe I was wrong about that guy. Seems like he's okay after all.
I mean, he's like society and the economy. They have their ups and downs.
Ah, it's Welaf's friend. It's so good to see you on your feet. I am Vex Vandal. Reach out to clasp hands.
I have heard about you. May the sun be at your back.
Oh, that's very nice.
That reminds me, I need to go get my suntan.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What skills do you bring to the labyrinth?
I've been tracking and hunting, but it appears that the environment and the species there have gotten the better of me.
Well, very good, very good. I asked Welaf, but he is not a man of many words.
This I know.
So perhaps I could interest you in joining with our party. We have a couple absences. We've had some issues. Let me just say, you can only trust dwarves and ladies with cats for so long.
I'm not sure what that means, but
I
would.
think you can say that.
Knas slides you a form, and at the top it says, Whispering Worm of Chaos, party members, and several are scratched out. Sign here.
There's also multiple names scratched out, too. Sorry, the sand keeps getting in my lungs. I need to remember to wear my scarf over my face more.
The fact that you have survived, it looks like quite a long time, is impressive.
See, he makes cracks against your age too, man. Don't get on me.
I'm going to look over at Knas and just be like, did you forge my signature on this?
When you weren't going to sign it.
You didn't ask me to.
Look, we needed it official. I didn't feel like bothering you. It's fine.
It looks like a registration form, but if you unfold it, it's like, it's one of those consent to use your body. like if you're in an accident or something.
Organ
donor, right?
Yeah, exactly.
My official travel papers. How did you know I was an organ donor?
Yeah, but this is more like the whole cadaver at once kind of thing, as in like, you know, you can summon, sign here.
Okay with becoming twice born?
Yeah, exactly.
Should have read the whole thing before I clicked accept.
Duskwalker.
It's all written in ancient Osiriani. It's fine.
It's fine.
At least I can read it.
There's a lot of pelicans pointing at the So on one side of the table, we have an Assyrian human male who worships one of the ancient gods of death and destruction, a sacred fist of Sekhmet. Next to him, we have a young ranger who goes by the name of, since no one else will bother asking you,
Kasim,
who almost succumbed to a terrible disease, but seems well enough now back on his feet. And also from the region, whether he's Kalashite, like Vex, or Osirion, like the paladin that just jetted out of here. Across from them, Vex are Arabic world, as it were, Catapeshian rogue, and opposite, two pale-looking dudes from Spain. I mean, Varizia.
Varizia is not Spain.
Varizia, I thought it was Spain.
No, that's Taldor. Taldor is very Spain.
Taldor was more like ancient Rome turned into like modern France crumbling. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Bolt
From
is
what I've
modern
read,
France with
yeah.
its final blade.
It's everything, yeah. An alchemist, an oracle, a rogue summoner, a ranger, and a sacred fist. There is no
walk out of a tavern.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no need need for a rental paladin today. There's 5 of yous. The original pre-generated party in the artwork for this adventure is the paladin, the cleric, the oracle, and the little gnome summoner with his giant cockadoodle-doo cockatrice thing, kind of making a party of 5. Our summoner wears his eidolon. So I thought
I'll wear my cockatrice, baby.
a 5th party member, yeah.
This is bio-boosted armor.
Oh, where my eidolon?
Which I'm still haven't taken it away. I'm just blue man.
You just walk around looking like, what was it? Gundam?
Guyver.
Guyver. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't look like Guyver.
Go ahead, people. Andrew, just type in Guyver in internet search. Just pause us on
Not
your phone.
MacGyver. Not MacGyver.
No, Guyver
Yes.
anime. Type in Guyver the
GUI.
anime. Guyver the anime.
Guyver
They had
anime
a
or
real life show. didn't
Guyver
Real
They,
life.
they had 2 movies, actually.
Yeah.
The first movie had Mark Hamill in it as a side character. Though on the posters, it was portrayed like he was the lead. And it was bad. It was real bad.
Just like everything in the 80s.
There was like an anime
sec-
that was done that was pretty good, and then there was a live action film that was done in Japan for the Guyver anime that was really bad but really good at the same time. Like
The second one was also made by the Sci-Fi Channel. The second American Guyver movie was made by the Sci-Fi Channel, and it was also in the category of really bad but really good at the same time. It was like
really awesome at that.
Yeah, the suit looked better. The monsters looked like they were made by Power Rangers creators, which was again bad but good. So it worked.
I always
Sci-Fi
love
Channel.
the big bulky monster guys that just wave their arms and like making inside circles like they were swatting flies or something, and they do this distant shot. Like up front it's supposed to look like they're fighting, but the camera would pan out to a wide shot of the Power Rangers. There's always one guy in a monster suit doing this.
Yeah, no, there is, or there's like 4 putties dancing in the background.
Yeah.
Fun fact: in the original run of the American run of Power Rangers, I can't remember the actor's name. Freaking the lead from Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle. He was the voice of like half
Aaron
the monsters
Paul?
on that show.
Right. Is that his name, Aaron Paul?
No, that's the other lead, the Heisenberg one. I can't remember the actor's name. Bryan Cranston.
Oh. Yeah.
Kazim, Kazim, do you sign the form? Do you join the party?
Yes, I will sign.
Dr.
I have
Zhivargo
a
here
like
keeps
that.
you wildly entertained with stories of power and rangers all the way here.
And
But at
he's
a
a
risk-
ranger, so that's even better.
But at the risk of Joe tapping out on this show again, because he's waited 6 weeks and just watch and listen to us play 3 different shows. Back at the front door of House Penthrew, you guys are at the stairs. Vex and the Doctor, followed by Canas and Welaf, and bring up the rear our new ranger, Kazim. What do you guys do?
I mean, I guess we should go back inside. There's some more doors to look at.
That's where the monsters are.
Vex looks a little uncomfortable. So wait, you said you found a privy in there somewhere, Canas. Where was that?
Is it the place with the headless body?
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just go around the corner here. I'll be right back.
Oh God.
Don't go off alone.
Where'd you go? Through the doors here on the left? This
I'm
corner?
not going to pee in the compound. I will pee outside of it.
Just
go outside
opens
the
the
main
door.
gate,
Okay.
hang around the corner just to empty out.
We
What?
just left the tavern.
The
You couldn't have done
table
that
was
at
on
the
rental.
tavern.
Went right through me.
There's the 2 statues of dudes like out flanking the gate, and he's just sitting beside one. No.
Anyways, where were we?
Let's go inside and do some exploring. I never got an opportunity to actually look at that headless body. Is it still there in the privy? I hope to God it's still there. If it's not, I'm going to scream.
It's moved. No, yeah, it's still there.
Nope.
Oh, wait,
Nope.
you guys have to
Nope.
check this out.
It's behind you. No.
I'll take the local guys and lead them in and show them to the water spigot thing. Look at this.
Yeah, they're not big on they're not big on you touch them after they know what you just went and did.
Well, that's what I go and do. I turn it on and I wash my hands.
Please tell me. I was gonna say, please tell me you have prestidigitation. You just like clean your hands with magic when you're done.
I do just have create water as a cantrip.
So he goes and he shows you the knob, and water starts appearing as if by magic through a spigot, filling a giant bathtub, bathing place. This is a mansion. Rich people lived here 1,200 years ago. It is decrepit and falling apart, but they had all the amenities. I mean, a nice welcoming foyer and a nice bath right off the right away. The two Varisians are in the north archway mumbling about what to do with the corpse. And here we are, back where we started.
Yep. One more. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do a heal check on that dead body to see if there's anything I can glean from it,
Okay.
other than just it's dead.
Healing check. Sure. It's getting DC. It's close. Human. Body dates 3 years old.
3 years.
As in, he's been dead for 3 years.
Yeah, he's beef jerky. How clean is the cut at the neck? Because you said he's missing his head, right?
Mm-hmm. It's not clean. Looks like it's been like gnawed through.
Okay, that's important. You know.
Hey, in one room we find a bunch of flying heads, and now we find at least one flying body.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm going to come out of the privy. So don't use the privy here. I think it causes you to lose your head, literally. like the pressure is reversed and
Sucks your head right through your... It's a magical privy. Vex immediately shuts off
It's
the water.
the unprivy.
Yeah.
I'm not privy to how it works, though.
I will cast Detect Magic in that room
Okay.
on the unprivy.
No,
Ha.
it's fine. The only magic in
Okay.
here besides the gear that you guys have. Which reminds me, you guys need to re-gear. Because these two were robbed.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They might not be NPCs, but I'm not swaying battles in your favor with 5 players for free. So, got to re-gear the dudes.
Well, what you guys use,
I'll pay
fellas?
it.
Some of those skeletons have some rusty weapons.
Ew,
Oh, yeah.
No.
I mean, it's a place to start.
Yeah. Broken scimitar, work your way up.
What is this, a JRPG?
Huh? You want to go pay 15 gold for a brand new light mace for your new friend?
Why not? I mean,
Okay.
we do have a little bit. I got money. I don't mind throwing that way, too.
Okay. We will, since you're willing, okay, we'll do this off script. Drew taking and Welaf taking total of how much gear and cash they have on them, unless they have a ready total, and you guys ponying it up. Do you have those totals actually? Come to think of it, it's probably already total on your character, right? Mr. Punchy probably does not have weapons. He is a weapon.
No, but I do have weapons.
Okay.
So
What do you got?
I have 2 commas and a battle axe.
Okay. Not cheap. And
Nope. A
Kazim?
holy symbol.
I'm sure they bought you the wood one. You can. Do you have insurance for the
Thanks.
silver one that's platinum laid? No, I'm sorry.
And would Sekhmet really want that? Like that fancy?
Yeah.
I don't know. They had a Sarenrae one. Maybe you could just put a K in there or something. Saren.
Okay, so it looks like commas are 2 gold each. The battle axe is 10. Short sword is 10, and light mace is 5. So 29 gold.
And armor?
None. For me.
Kazim?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a chain shirt, which is
Like
100.
Okay. I was nice in saying they didn't take your clothes and belt and trying to wrestle you out of the chain shirt. Too much trouble. Not to mention locals don't like metal armor. It's too hot. So you still have that. They don't have to buy that, rebuy that. Like I said, it was a snatch and grab. So basic weapons and,
I'll throw 20 into the pot for their weapons.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
I'll
kind.
cover the last 9.
Very kind of you.
I will offer moral support.
Can you offer us the location of a good weapon vendor in town?
Oh, this I can do. Yes, of course. Of course.
Hey, I stole from this guy once. His knives are sharp.
Apparently his ability to spot theft is not.
I'm holding up my hand hidden in my sleeve, by the way, for the podcasting audience. That's why they're all laughing. Okay. Did you guys want to go back to the task of trying to remove this frigate, or did you guys just want to move on?
I feel like we need to at least check this little side area first.
Okay,
Make sure it's clear.
there is a handle he's not turned. He keeps playing with the cold water on and off, fresh cold water. Yay.
Aw.
Oh, I did move over to stand in front of that door. I will check it for traps now.
Okay. Roll or take 20?
I will take my time on this one while they were discussing the toiletries
Okay.
and their shopping trip.
I'll take my time as well and assist.
Okay. You don't seem to find a trap.
I opened the door.
It goes outside to an adjacent courtyard, the east courtyard, actually.
I will look for any sign of centipede.
You mean that giant mother that buries itself in the sand? Look for that one twitching antenna that's listening, smelling. No. There are 2 columns outside a 5-foot stairwell. To your left, or shall we say to the north, there is a stone picnic table 15 feet away, and it's 10 feet long. Columns around a corner leading to another door north of a kitchen where you guys already peeked out. There's a well out here in between 2 buildings. Too shadowy and shady to see in said buildings at the moment. And the courtyard, as far as you can tell, also extends north to other buildings that have closed doors.
Feels like we should explore.
Right. I look at whichever one looks more burly, Welaf or... what was your name? Hazim? Azim?
Kazim.
Azim.
Which one looks more burly?
Burly as in constitution or burly as in cut and ripped from strength?
Cut and rip from strength.
Above average for me.
Kazim.
I've just got a
14-14 versus 12-13, so I'm going to say Kazim.
Okay. You go ahead and have a look.
Welcome to the party.
So,
You go first.
So glad you're feeling better, Shove.
We know you just got over a life-ending disease, but
Me too.
Shove. We believe in you. More support. There you go.
I suppose I do owe you. I can handle this.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't worry, my friend. You won't be alone. We will be right behind you.
Cheering you on from the fucking doorway.
No,
What great
I'll
new
follow right
friends.
behind him.
Oh, okay. You doing the over the shoulder like
Yeah.
the female friend, like just the all right. Kazim, you're standing on a stairwell. Shove. Courtyard goes to the wall to the south. It's an open area of like 20 feet deep and at least 30-40 feet long. But directly ahead of you, looking east, is a building with an open archway. The archway is about 10 feet wide, 5 feet on either side for the wall. So it's a 20-foot long building that goes 15 feet and joins the outer wall as part of its structure.
I am a little unsure of why everyone is so cautious about this area. So
I'll tell them about the centipede.
Okay. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
On the other side of the house, we fought a centipede. We don't know if we won, but it left, and it went out the north side of the house, which means it could have circled around to, you know.
We were able to scare it away. If it pops back up, I should be able to do that again.
Should note we temporarily won, but at what cost?
Fear and paranoia of
gold.
everything outside of this building.
Okay. I think I'll slowly start making my way to the east. I want to head for that archway and start
Okay.
to go inside.
Okay, so I guess the archway. Can I have you guys stack up behind them? We got Vex right there. Anybody else?
Coming.
Slides out there. Welaf, right? Anybody want to post up on the door, or we're just going in a group and he's our point man?
He's the pointing.
Okay. We using any kind of stealth? Are we sneaking because we're worried that we're disturbing the ground? Or you guys just sort of quietly shuffle like?
Definitely stealth for me.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I'll try.
Probably ain't gonna go well.
Mr. Bojangles
I
behind
would
you.
be sneaky as well.
I carry potions all day long, Mr. Bojangles.
With all the metal and glass vials all
ding,
over me.
Ding, ding, yeah. Stealth. Okay.
Still getting used to my scale mail.
We should
This
find a way to scale that back.
the small one-room structure, as you get to the archway and peek inside in the shadows, is devoid of features, save the ruined remains of furniture that have all but disintegrated with the passage of time. You get to that point where you just stick your head in to let your eyes adjust to the shadowy light in here. And something might have heard somebody walking around outside, because I would like you guys to roll for initiative, please.
Oh no.
Something attacks you.
Yep.
Heck yeah, 22.
Well,
23.
Nine.
Okay.
we are all over the place.
Initiative winning. Kazim actually beats Aiden, who's usually at the top, though Aiden is a close second with 22. Kazim at 23. Peek your head in. Can I have a perception check as you try to make things out moving or whatever in the dark? Now, pretty soon, since we've incorporated the Unchained book, we're going to try and we're offering the new classes, some new rules, 3-action economy, that kind of thing. But the 3-action economy is going to have different costs because it's trying to adapt to the first edition as opposed to shove first edition into second edition. So I'm not so sure even if we went with 3-action economy right now, if perception would cost you one of those actions. So for now, to look into it, we'll stick with standard action economy, but we're going to start, introducing more and more of that book as we look over it, just to make sure we're doing it right. Because I am assuming that most of our listeners are pro first edition, not second edition, and don't mind the Unchained book as opposed to a full conversion of this adventure at that time. You look in, you see darkness, you see decrepit furniture and bones and junk. And then you see something lift its head and shift. And look at you. A very large canine, dead, flesh dripping off of what's mostly just bones. Head turns, tail whips. And before it goes, you still have your initiative. What do you do?
Ouch. Do I know if this is like an undead dog?
Recall
or-
knowledge you can do for free. You have religion.
Nature.
Okay. You can recall nature to see if it's something you recognize and through, process elimination going. This is nothing natural.
Okay.
This is nothing natural.
Okay, handle animal, not it.
So default, default likely undead or some kind of magical animated object or something like that, but without the religion check to go, that's undead or that's a screwdriver or that's be our guest or whatever the hell it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can tell you what's not. It is not alive. That's it.
Okay.
But it's moving.
It's moving and it's senseless.
Looking at you, yeah. Heard something.
Okay.
Anyway, enough leaning and parrying and freebies. What do you do?
I think we're not going to run away, so I will take a step forward.
Okay. Draw your weapon.
Yes.
I believe in this rule set, as long as you have a base 1+ attack, you can move whilst drawing weapon. I suggest you do so now. What have you got for weapons? What do you pull out?
So I have a light mace and a light pick.
And what do you want to pull out?
Can I pull out both or just one?
Sure.
I believe that's true because you have 2 weapon fighting.
Yes.
Okay. Whips out the weapons, takes a step up, and standard action attack.
Yes, I would
Okay.
like to attack.
I have not gone in my initiative yet. I am currently flat-footed and prone. So
because you 5-foot step, you should be able to full attack, so you can attack with both.
Correct.
Okay. And is it the -2 to both weapons?
If they're
Correct.
both light weapons, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Before you swing at me, let me do you a solid. I know you're coming, but I haven't moved yet, so technically I'm prone because it's lying down, and tactically I'm flat-footed because I haven't gone yet in my initiative order. So back to Kazim. Pull out weapons. Have at me. I will target him for you. There you go. Vex will never know what hit him. Have at him. I mean, the dog. Oh my god. What do you got there,
That's
Drew?
weird.
What?
Well, the first one was a 24, but I don't know why it rolled a second one for 9.
So in first,
Because of the second attack.
it has
Oh,
to.
it was a
It also
20.
has to. It has to confirm crits.
Did confirm.
Yeah, that's for the second attack. He rolls a natural 20. It's a possible crit, not an automatic crit in first edition. Then it'll automatically roll the second attack, your 9, for a confirm, and says, right, you're good to go.
Okay. Should I roll the second attack or
Yep.
should I
Roll the
damage
damage
first?
first.
Damage first.
Yeah,
Okay.
damage first. I appreciate your help, guys, but do give the DM a chance to respond, please.
Sorry.
11.
Nice.
Jeez.
Is that the mace?
That was the light mace.
Leaping on this thing, pulling 2 weapons. You just come right down its spine and do seriously heavy damage to this thing as a bunch of bones shatter. And he's not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. Raising his pick over his head, he natural 1, and it falls out of his hand and goes whipping it. Whoops.
But the first hit was just too good.
Yeah. Boom. Roll attack again to confirm the critical miss.
Okay.
If you miss a second time with a 2, yes, you do. Okay. Several things can do. Okay. I can cost you actions. It's kind of harsh in first edition, but it's better than probably actually dropping your stuff. So I don't have a name. I have like an ID, like I am this. So we're going to go with costing you an action. So you raise your pick and you hit the ceiling and it knocks you off balance. You become staggered, which allows you either a move or an attack, a single attack next round until you recover yourself because of your critical failure, which brings us to, good work though, Canas. You're up. This thing moves enough that it is on deck, then Dr. Zandu. Canas, what do you do?
Alrighty. I will step just past Vex to get a good eye on it.
Okay, that's 10 foot, not 5 foot stepping, just to be clear for the audience. No, just to be clear for the audience, yeah.
And I'm going to make a religion check.
Okay.
25.
What is your senses? can you see in the dark? Can you see low light?
No, but I have a iron stone that gives off torchlight.
Okay. Should be enough going on that you have a good guess this thing jumps up. There's enough daylight spilling in and all that it's not such a hindrance. I won't ask you for the perception check I did, Kazim. However, religion of 25, I am a large magical beast. I'm not undead.
Oh.
Actually not undead. It looks nasty and ragged and bits of fur are missing and skin and stuff, and it is kind of gaunt. Someone that's not trained in religion might actually mistake me, but your religion is telling you that this actually is not undead. You would need arcane to tell you what it is.
Can I make that check too?
Sure. Your brain just does the math instantly in the system.
Nat 20 for a 23.
Hello, I'm a neutral evil large magical beast called a death dog.
I'm slightly annoyed it isn't an undead creature, that it's called a death dog.
I know, just kind of, yeah.
Well, that's fine.
I do have a rather undead looking mini. Apologies. I just threw it in there because it looked way better than the big pog that they provided.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Okay. 22. That is 10 above my CR. I'll let you pick two things you want to know. Two juicy things. Offense, defense. What its biggest offense or biggest defense is, whatever, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's go offense.
Okay. It bites you. It gets disease and trip afflictions on the target.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
And because I'm large, this is like a D8 bite, not a D6 plus strength bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's go defense.
I'm big. My armor is a hide, like leathery, and I have decent dex, but like altogether, because I'm so big and my size gives me like negatives, his AC is like, it's low. I won't give you a number. I'll say it's low. The problem with this thing, though, as far as defense goes, is it has the scent ability and dark vision. Like this thing can smell you coming if it didn't hear you, blah, blah. These very decent perceptions.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will call out to the group, watch its teeth. It's bacteria or something. But it's got a nasty bite.
Okay.
It can sweep
Now,
off your feet.
careful. You start... one thing in this system is if you warn of ambush, it's actually an action. Like if you start this and this and this and this, right? So if you want to start listing stuff, that's going to be your second move action. Or standard.
Yeah.
But knowledge is power, dude. Like it's still a pretty good idea that list everything. Okay.
I'm going to use my standard action to convey all that information.
Yeah, and this is good. I know it seems shitty to him, but honestly, now I can tell you guys, you can absorb everything that I told him, and like without meta, that's actually pretty powerful, especially in the first round. Get it done now. Which brings us to our Death Dog. Mr. Death Dog gets up and immediately provokes an attack of opportunity from Kazim. You get a freebie. Yeah.
Is that just one?
One, but you can pick. We'll say it's probably not the pick since you're... Oh, no, I staggered you. You're kind of screwed up. Yeah, I will say it cost you that. Cost you a attack of opportunity. As you right yourself.
That's fair, because then it doesn't affect your next round anyways.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he'll still be staggered in his round, but the staggered creatures do not get attacks of opportunity because he can't react. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. What's left of me, hint, hint, gets up, is not happy, targets Kazim, opens its mouth, and as if in slow motion, like, geez, isn't poor Canos, no one listens to you. You said watch out for the goddamn teeth. It bites Kazim and misses, who jumps away and, parries with his armor and his mace And perhaps because he's literally staggering back, this thing snaps at the space that he was in, even though technically we're not going to move where you were. And that is me. I get up and I bite and I'm done. Dr. Zandu. A wealth of information from our young undead overlord comes your way.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to move in a more advantageous position.
So could you tell me where that is for the podcasting audience?
Bit, about 10 feet north by north or northeast by north.
How about this? Instead of saying how you move, tell me where you end up. Does that make more sense?
Yeah. About, within eye shot of the creature now. I move next to the doorway. Right. I'm still out of its reach, but a little closer I can see it.
North side of the open doorway, out of its reach.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you follow me, as opposed to like how I got there, it's like right. It's just easier for them to picture in the audio.
So I'm also going to attempt a recall knowledge if that's cool.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I have Arcane.
By the way, the dog's still prone and flat-footed.
Yeah, sorry, I'll take that off. Thank you.
I rolled a knowledge arcana.
If that affected my attack.
Might have.
Flat-footed probably didn't, but prone probably would.
Prone is a -4. But you only rolled a 10.
Yeah, but it says effects -4, so that should have been a 14. Would a 14 have hit you?
Ew.
Okay, so we're still good. But thank you for that good call. Anyway, sorry, back to Doctor.
I rolled a knowledge arcana in the thing.
Okay.
In this tower.
What would you like to know?
I'm looking to see if it's resistant to anything, elemental wise.
Okay. So you can pick the right potion, as it were. Not a bad call. Yeah. Let's see. Nope. It's hardy. It has toughness. So I got some extra HP. So it's a hearty creature as far as resisting things go, but that's as close as I can connect the dots for you.
Cool. No, that's all. That's super helpful. I'm going to lob one of my bombs at this square. Okay. It's got a 5-foot splash. I am trying to lob it in a location that it won't hit my ally.
Right. So you either want the wall or you actually want to hit it in the top right corner of its square so that it gets all of it and none of your friend.
Yes.
Yeah. And from where you are, since you're north of it, that's not a problem.
Excellent.
Lob away.
Here goes nothing. Woo! That's a natural 20.
16 confirms a critical hit. You literally nail it on that back haunch. Oh, you know what? I did actually turn to face my... Oop, not that one. Turn to face my new friend. But yeah, you hit it right on that back haunch, nail it right where you want to, and what happens? What are you throwing at me?
It is getting 15 acid damage as it explodes.
Okay. It obliterates the hip and the leg, and ichor and gore just start pumping out of a really nasty melted wound, and this thing collapses first the back end, and just from the shock of pain and drama, it just hits the ground, tongue lulled, and you believe, but need a heal check to confirm because we're playing first edition again, that you may have slain it outright.
I'm going to be like, yes!
Constitution check. Can I have a fort save so they don't throw up all over who's next to you? Canos.
Technically, we're all in splash range.
Oh, it's a spray. It's a spray.
No, 15, you're fine. I set the DC of the creature, so it's a CR2, which would be 12. You got 15, so you're fine. If an 8th level creature, CR 18, explodes and there's lots of guts, and watch out, Canos. No one wants to stand next to Zandu when he fights anymore.
Well, this is just the first time I think I've hit something quite as effectively, and it was grotesque.
Which brings us to Welaf of Sekhmet. And again, Joe gets to do fuck all. Thank you for showing up. I'm so sorry, dude. Bring Drew and Drew and bring Drew in. What's our time marker? I got to edit that. 129. Edit 129. I said Jew, not Drew.
Almost feel bad for this thing. It's sleeping, come in. Dude, like, absolutely punishes it with a massive, like, mace strike.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing gets up, does a, like, weak little snip at him, and then gets blasted by acid.
Not even the fun
trying
kind.
to nap.
I was trying to nap. Yeah. Woof. Well, there's some interesting components. Anyone? No. Like, I think the guy that would be interested in components is busy barfing all over his tools.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably
Smells so
collecting
bad.
it. This is a good
Yeah.
specimen.
Does bring us to Welaf and Vex. Welaf, did you want to do the coup de grace, just to be sure?
No, I think it's pretty good. That is.
Are you sure? Because like both the creature and Dr. Zandu are very vulnerable. You could just snap either one's neck for,
Yeah.
That'll keep you from stealing my kills. They're in the
Nope,
worst.
I'll stay away from fucking Death Dog and acid for a while.
No, thank you.
Uh,
All right. Well,
That was very effective.
It was
Yeah.
very effective.
yeah.
Kudos. The last time I adventured with Vex, we did not do well against creatures.
Seems
At
like we
all.
both made some very powerful friends.
Yeah. Kind of blame Vex. That's why you left him and his party. Not hanging out with you. You're chaos magnet. Hence the name Divine Worm of Chaos.
Divine Worm of Chaos.
Yep.
That's the party's name.
Did you not? Did you not? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
here, hang on.
okay.
Let's pull up the sheet here. We have. You guys had. There was like the Night Stalkers or whatever from back in the day, and then Vex was down to a man, lost his android, lost his old cleric, and ran into the priestess of Sekhmet, Canas here, and a dwarf, and they were the Divine Chaos Party, so he signed on their name. And then two of them got arrested for murder of Beardley that they said was a rogue that got caught in a trap, and they apparently killed him. Canas says nothing. I don't know, not with them. Wasn't they? Yeah, right, okay. They arrest them, haul them off. Two guys have no one to party with. They go, they pick up the doctor and his half-elf ranger companion who disappeared in the night the other night, but they decided to rename themselves and came up with the Whispering Worm of Chaos. And that is what the paperwork now says. Just be careful where you sign, because if you sign below the perforation where Canas has set it up, he gets your body if you die. It's just a thing.
And you aren't using it anymore.
What's your problem, right?
And the medical industry thanks you for your service of organ donation.
Yeah. And on that note, we will see you all next time.
Yeah, that's fair. You get the organs, I get the corpse. They don't need organs from me.
I like
Oh my
this.
god, we need to start a business.
Divvying
do.
up your companions' corpses. What a great time and conversation we're having around the campfire.
And we'll have free labor because all your undead can help us